No suggestions.
Uh,
Okay, it says that we're live. It says that we're live.
I think it what's it called? Like Rumpelmine?
What?
I'm looking at the drink that he sent. I'm looking at all of
it
like
says
the alcohol drink.
Rumpelmine. That's my schnapps.
The schnapps. The schnapps is called
Yeah,
Grumpelmind?
Rumpelmine. Yeah, Rumpelminch.
Rumpelminch.
Yeah,
I
use
don't
that
know.
one.
I'm just studying German right now. Yeah, okay, 100 proof.
Right. Everybody be quiet for just a second. I need to see if the audio's running. Everybody be quiet for just a second. I need to see if the audio's running. The audio is running perfectly. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Alright.
Let me get a shot glass.
Yes, you feel free to get just nice and lubed up for this upcoming situation while I send the thing. Did you see the you saw it now.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa.
I'm honored. But I was like, oh god, that's gonna be great.
You're honored. That is.
I'm honored that you're using my art.
That is one way to put it. Yes, it is. It is definitely your art that I use to.
Toss a topic to.
I'm just getting the shilling out.
In the Vinn.
Toss a topic in the Vinn, yeah.
Oh Valley of Edgy, oh Valley of Edgy.
I mean, shit, Lord knows you edgy enough, boy.
You could drop a piece of paper on my hair and it will just slice in half.
I'm trying to go through, like, all the places I know where I can actually shill this. I think this is the right one in new content. I could be wrong. Steam might yell at me later. And then the ward. In shill scriptions.
Copy a link.
There we fucking go.
Right.
Actually, I think I got it just about.
I mean...
Alright, now it's time to switch over from our previous screen to the new screen. This is just me, Vinn, and of course Zoe. And here is our screen for that. I hope you are all ready for the absolute fucking tomfuckery we have going on here. Of course, I am not the chicken. The chicken is the placeholder for whoever really shows up when we don't have an avatar image for them. I'm Diego, and of course we have Zoe with us. And
hello.
Welcome to Shinanicast. This is episode 4. Toss a topic in the Vinn. How is everybody doing today?
Quite well.
I'm doing pretty good.
I am glad to hear that. Over the past few days, me and Zoe have been watching movies out the ass. Some of them were funny, some of them were serious. One of the ones that we watched was a movie from the 50s, and it was called The Court Jester.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna give Zoe full reign to actually review The Court Jester for us right now.
Oh god. It's like Court Jesters, like, how could I put the most stupidest, funniest movie I could possibly see? And it's just roasting on itself, but also asking a lot of questions. Especially this one stupid scene where it's like, oh hey, you're being hypnotized. Anyone with a snap, you just turn into that. And then like, so anyone snap back, you turn back to normal. So it was literally like a snap off. So I'm just like, you could have just...
Snap off.
It literally is. It's so stupid, but yet so fucking funny. And yet they don't even... And yet all the midgets in that movie sounded like children. So it's like...
I think at least one or two of them were kids with, like, goatees taped to their faces.
I think they prefer little people.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But still don't know. It's like, what? This one stupid scene where it's like a fight scene with rapiers. It's just... That's not how you use a rapier. That's not how you use it. I'm sorry.
God, him gripping it with two hands going, ah!
Just bite his, just bite the other
honestly,
person's hand.
you gotta admit. Wait. Were the midgets playing around with?
No, this,
Now with the
no,
rapiers?
no, this was like a little bit after. No, that was like a little bit after the fight scene with the rapiers.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say, like, if it was midgets playing around with rapiers, wouldn't that be just considered a longsword?
Yeah.
God. This is what I run into. For a quick synopsis of the movie, Danny Kaye, our lovable carnival character, is in the employ of a guy called the Black Fox. Yes, that's for some reason what he calls himself. It's a wonderful title, I suppose. The Black Fox is opposed to an overthrowing tyrant ruler named Roderick. But, watch out, there's a baby with a flower on his ass. And that baby with a flower on his ass is apparently the real king. Escaped the slaughter. Yep. So, our jester individual goes in there with baby in tow and the captain, who is a lady that he's been trying to fuck, which no romantic tension built up at all for this, and then they almost bang in a wet shack.
Almost succeeded.
Like, there's nothing there. There's no, like, she looks at him like he's shit until that exact moment. Here comes the jester that is apparently a goddamn jester hired by the nobles to kill other nobles because Game of Thrones. So in comes this guy. The lady just knocks him out with a stick. I still don't know where it came from behind. Boom! Down! Gone!
I don't know where he got this stick from. I think it's just behind him and just gave it to her. She just knocks him out.
Just a fucking production hand just hands it to her from behind. She just bashes some dude on the head. So here goes the jester character who takes over for Yakumo, who was supposed to be going in. Goes into the castle. All sorts of funny, great guy. Gets hypnotized by a witch with the evil eye! And becomes a douche because of it. Through this, manages to kill 3 of the nobles, and they get a secret key off the Tyrant King that opens a secret passage under the castle. But during all of this, during douchebag mode, the jester goes up to the princess, seduces her.
He rolled a nat 20, mind you.
He seduces her, and so now, here comes a different noble who's supposed to be making an alliance with the kingdom. That noble comes in and is like, I'm a big fat guy! And he's like, wonderful, marry my daughter!
The jester's like that one character that thinks that he's a bard for half a second.
He is a bard, he's just actually a bard.
He's a bard, but the daughter on her hands is like, I don't want to marry this guy. I want to marry like someone I actually want to be with.
Yeah, the princess
the daughter was like,
I want to marry somebody I
want to marry.
Yeah. So the king is like, oh, that sucks. We really need this alliance, so you're going to marry who I want you to marry. And then she says, no, my heart belongs to another, and he's got my handkerchief. And they're like, who has handkerchief this bad? And then the jester gets dragged over because she says it's the jester. And sure enough, motherfucker's got the handkerchief. So the knight guy's like, if he was a noble, I'd challenge him to Mortal Kombat so I could get my honor back. And then the king's like, fine, we'll have him fucking knighted by tomorrow. Run him through the process. Like
knight him by tomorrow.
Just runs him through the fucking process of knighthood. He gets knighted.
That is the fastest promotion I have ever heard. It is. From
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So after they knight this motherfucker in a day, they put him in tournament together. The witch decides she's going to poison one of the drinks. So in comes, I don't know how to remember one thing for both fucking parties. The vessel with a pestle has the pellet with the poison. The chalice for the palace has the brew that is true. You only need to remember one of those, and you're good. But instead, they're trying to remember the whole thing. Then the motherfuckers break the chalice from the palace. So now they have to remember the chalice from the palace got broken. So the pellet with the poisons and the flagon with the dragon, but the vessel with the pestle has the brew is true. So they've still just switched that shit around. It's still easy to remember because all you really have to remember in that sentence is the fucking poison is in the dragon flagon. Done! But no, they're both getting up there. They're so confused. And might I add, lightning struck his armor. So he's now magnetically, like, nuzzling the big knight. Because he can't hold the weight of the armor being thrown towards his armor. They fight. Somehow, the jester wins. Will not kill the fat knight. So the fat knight stands up and he just yeets himself out of it. He's like, fuck, I lost. So, all of this is horrible. And then Wrathbone decides to tell him that, oh no, this guy is the Black Fox. He is clearly not the fucking Black Fox.
No.
But okay, whatever. So they take him to trial and they're like, we will hang these people and and all of a sudden goes to with, I object, says the jester, as midgets fly from the rafters on shields and begin to decimate this force of full-grown men.
Yep.
With weapons! These midgets are on shields with sticks, mind you, and they just start beating the shit out of the knights.
It's like karate flip over them, over their shoulders.
So they're just... Here are these midgets fucking whipping people's asses with sticks!
Yep.
This sounds like...
And as it moves on further, here comes the pretty lady, the captain, that's been going around this whole time. She has to get the gate open, so she goes into the guardhouse, and she's like, the king needs the palace closed, because if it's open, then enemies could get in. And he's like, it is closed. He says, no, look, and she sticks her like the guard sticks his fucking head out to look. The oldest trick in the book, look, a distraction. The dude sticks his head out. And then she just shits out a full long branch and bashes him on the head with it.
Yep.
Opens it up. In comes the actual Black Fox and all his men. And through all of this,
I swear to God, this sounds like this guy was trying so hard to be Monty Python.
through all of this, in comes Fat Knight again.
Yep.
And here comes the goddamn jester coming down like, hold, Sir Knight, I'm a knight too, even though I was knighted in a fucking day. We have the exact same rank, so you should listen to me for honor. And it's like, guess what? And it's like, what? Baby ass! Look, a flower! And everyone bows down. This is the conclusion of this movie.
Yep. Remind you, a purple flower on the baby's ass. So it's literally like, the majesty is this baby, and it's like, and everyone keep on forgiving about the baby. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court jester.
What the hell did I...
So far in the chat, we have Turish, Quill, and Quillstroke, by the way.
Oh my God.
I am paying attention to the chat.
Oh gosh.
Should I go for number 4?
Zoe, why don't you go into a synopsis of the next movie we watched? It should be a little easier.
God. And then we saw The Hobbit. The old version of The Hobbit, mind you.
Oh, the old one?
Yeah. Because
nice.
I was actually interested in that one. And we managed to watch it. And it was pretty good. It's like, oh hey, we have Bilbo, Gandalf, and all these other fucking dwarves. Be like, we need the 14th person to go on this quest, defeat like a dragon, so we can take back all of our stuff, because it stole all of our gold and money and fortune and whatnot.
Why didn't they just get Legolas to shoot him?
Legolas was not in this movie, sadly. I was a little bit sad about that.
You know,
but they did have Golem.
No, you know what I was picturing? I was picturing like the the YouTube channel How It Should Have Ended.
Yeah.
Like I was just picturing like Legolas with a longbow, just with that arrow. I'm suddenly in this movie. Just give him the most. Uh, uh, tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, like prove me wrong. Legolas is the Mace Windu of Lord of the Rings.
Oh god.
The most OP badass motherfucker there is.
Yes. But the thing is,
This dude comes soaring in
in
on
this
the eagle. This dude comes in soaring in, upside down, hanging from a bird, swiping away at Uruk-hai left, right, and center.
But the thing is, though, with this freaking movie is like, oh hey, we have like freaking all them off to an adventure and whatnot. Trolls, the big ass motherfucking trolls are like huge and fuck off scary. They didn't even finish beating them. Finish off with that. Gandalf being an actual wizard. Be like comfort me, Hawk. Comfort, like Wizard Gandalf doing, actual wizard things like wizards supposed to do in D&D.
Exactly.
Mind you,
I dropped everything.
I still need to develop my wizard character.
Mind you, trolls are
that just started.
are really big. Quill, if you actually are listening to this, trolls are not small. They are really fucking big and scary. I don't know what the fuck kind of troll you're talking about. Earlier.
You know what I'm picturing when I'm saying big and scary troll? Well, have you ever seen that movie Trolls, where it's like the picture is like this truck driving under this giant fucking troll?
No.
Okay, so.
Oh my god, it was on
that.
Netflix and stuff like that. I don't know why, but like these trolls, it was like a foreign movie where it was like these trolls apparently had something against like Christians or something like that. I don't know why. But like there was a three-headed troll. They couldn't stand out in light, right? Or else they get turned into stone.
Yeah.
Just
that's
flash a flashlight in that fucking thing's eyes. All right, fourth. Cheers.
Okay, so let us continue, because I have no fucking idea where you guys are at now.
No, we just finished explaining how the trolls get stoned to death in broad daylight by Gandalf.
Oh, yeah, no. Trolls in the Tolkien universe, the Legendarium, before they get fucking improved by Saruman the Dick, they can't handle sunlight. They'll turn into stone. Now, in the books, Bilbo was actually useful, because what he did was stalled them until the sun came up.
Yep.
But in this, Gandalf fucking pulled his own weight and just made daytime happen.
That too. He calls upon his quote-unquote eagle friends to save them from a burning tree. Mind you, they were hawks, not eagles.
They sure as fuck looked like hawks.
They are hawks.
They were definitely hawks.
It was hawks.
They were hawks.
Oh my god.
So after all of that, freaking the elves, which I'm fucking terrified of. The wood elves. You think like, oh, they're elves. They're like handsome or pretty or like lengthy, right? Oh shit, no, they look like motherfucking ostrich.
They were gangly, all fucking right.
They were gangly. And next thing you know, you see like the king, the short ass king with like ostrich legs, just lumped in a chair, saying like, "These are prisoners. Take them to jail."
Even if they went 100 years.
Yeah.
He had a weird accent too.
100 years.
Yeah. Oh shit! Meanwhile, freaking Bilbo just rolling a freaking stealth roll with this one ring to rule them all, turn him into invisible.
That 20 decks, that 20 decks plus 5
Yeah.
Did you get to the
Plus invisibility.
inconsistencies about Bilbo's size yet?
No, I was about to.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Like, it's like in one frame you see him like round and fat. The other frame you see him like skinny and actually seeing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then the next frame he's like, I don't know,
Oh.
disproportionate. Oh no. I miss him. So, oh gosh, you're good. You're back.
Sorry about that.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
sorry about that. I accidentally tapped the on call.
Oh no.
I don't know. The room's spinning right now for me.
Yeah,
you should probably
slow
pause,
down the
okay?
drinking, bud. We got another fucking 40 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done worse. Like that time when I made you read 50 Shades of Paleontology, I was 7 in.
God. Jesus Christ.
So,
Hey, be lucky I didn't make him read the entire book of dinosaur erotica.
Oh gosh.
the sad part is I had to buy that shit as a bundle, so I still have the entire book.
Oh gosh.
Hey, oh, now that actually gives me the idea to actually make you read the rest of it.
You know my price, sir.
Yes, I do, and you know it. Oh, that I will do that.
You probably will. But for now, so aside from Bilbo Baggins' weird variation of weight and weird elf people.
Oh god. Besides all of that, it's like, oh hey, we have like we went down to this freaking village. I forgot what this village is called already.
Lake Town.
Lake Town, thank you. So they went to Lake Town. It's like, oh hey, we need your guys' help and whatnot. Blah. Next thing, a whole bunch of guys just started circling around this one dwarf, just like, I feel bad for this dwarf.
Like,
what they're gonna do.
Weirdest look. Keep in mind, at no point in Lake Town did we see any women.
There was no women in
no
that
women,
town,
no
at
children,
all.
no old ladies, nothing. It was just like 500 big strapping gentlemen in nothing but a tunic.
I was just us questioning if this was a human area.
Yeah,
or
this was the humans.
It was humans.
Area.
It was the humans
Oh, this
area.
was a human area. I was about to say because dwarves in the Lord of the Rings thing, and women have beards too.
Yeah, they're hard to tell the difference because they look almost exactly like the males. But that's not the fucking point. This is a village of men.
This is the village of men here.
A village of men, sensual oils, and you know.
We are men.
Exactly.
And scented candles, if any of that gets home to what I mean here. It was just guys. It was Fire Island.
Yeah.
The village people.
Fire Island.
So the village people help them for the next couple of days, and then up Bilbo and his party go up the mountain to find
like
My fingers
small.
Foreign.
To find a sentient fucking bird
Hi, Gandalf.
and a magic rock with a keyhole in it.
We had a third and last night. How inconvenient that the moon shall show up and meet in like moonlight the keyhole right then and there when they needed it. I mean, the leader of the dwarf did nothing, absolutely nothing. He did not even pull out his sword once at all.
So Thorin finally fucking does something, goes up to the goddamn wall and puts the key in, and then immediately starts being a pussy, telling it's Bilbo's turn to go in first.
Yeah,
And so
puts
he
on the
does.
ring and then smiles, like looking around, looking for
Like
him.
for this headlight laser vision.
With that fucking headlight lamp eye.
So they get into the dragon's hoard and they see Smog. And then he trips and puts on the ring because he tripped and made a sound. And then Smog turns on his high beams.
True sight.
Right? He's looking at him, having like a casual conversation with a freaking hobbit.
And the one thing is, he took one thing. When he entered the cave, he took like the chalice and just decided to like, I'm gonna be a cunt real quick with Smog. Let me just continue being a cunt while I'm being invisible here. Don't mind me.
So he sits in there this entire time while Smog's trying to figure out who the hell came in here and woke him up. I mean, I get why he's being cagey. It is a fucking dragon. But still, you don't have to be a dick about it.
I literally just be like, yo. I won't have to say anything. I literally just put on the ring, take the chalice, dip out.
So,
I probably would be the brave one and probably go over towards his area where he has no scale and be like, fuck you!
So,
for all I know, I'd roll it. Let me roll for that one. And it is a 19!
Hey!
So what ends up happening is...
critical!
Bilbo's sitting there fucking smack-talking the dragon. And then he goes like, well, I gotta get going. I'm sorry you couldn't find me, but, a fine burglar takes expert catching. And then he takes off the magic invisibility ring and points out into his face that he stole the cup. Keep in mind, he took the one not gold thing in that entire fucking hoard.
Which is really...
Oh my god.
And bails out through the secret passage. Of course, with a dragon's breath weapon right behind him because he was dumb enough to show himself. Pisses Smog off, who flies out, naturally, who's gonna go fuck some shit up. Because, again, it's a dragon!
That's only one lucky ballista.
Yep. One lucky ballista arrow later after Smog being...
Well, in this, it was just a regular fucking arrow. It was just a regular arrow. It's just a little bit bigger than the other arrows.
It's a ballista arrow.
It wasn't a ballista bolt in this.
I'm sorry, a little off topic right here, but I somewhat know what Jared Leto felt like in Suicide Squad because I am surrounded by sharp objects.
Okay,
well,
right now. Leave him the fuck alone.
I got my sword and machete to my left, my hatchet and one of my knives right in.
Okay, well, don't fucking touch him.
I am touching him. Like, listen, right here.
Okay, well, stop doing that. You're drunk. Anyway.
I'm only 15.
Where were we? Yeah. So, yada, yada, yada. Everything fucking, with Smaug getting shot in the chest with the black arrow. He goes down into the water. Fucking clear tidal wave of wiping out their town. A little bit of time passes. About a week.
A week later.
And so, they find their way out of the cave and go out into where is the, where we can get a little bit of observation. Bunch of lights on the base of the thing. Campfires. 2 armies. Here comes Bard the Guardsman. Bard the Guardsman was the leader of the village people. And then the other one is the elf that imprisoned them. So, like, here's the thing. I can see...
Hey, no hard feelings. We beat a dragon.
I can see since Bard helped. He was a helpful influence. Bard the Guardsman, he deserves a cut. The other elf? Fuck that guy!
No.
He didn't do anything! He actively hindered their quest! There's no fucking reason you should be giving him any goddamn money.
They're acting menacing.
Yeah, he has no reason to be working for it. And put into Thorin's position there, I would have been like, see, you? I have every reason to help you. You were very helpful during the quest. You are a dick. Go away. We're passing through your forest and you threw us in jail. And now you want us to help you. Eat a cock and be on your way.
Oh my god.
Jesus. So, after that, we've got the whole army thing starts happening. Big war between, first, what is the elves, the humans, and the dwarves. 3 armies getting ready to go at it. Oh no, Gandalf's finally back because apparently he got his latte finally. So here's Gandalf, and he's like, "Dread has come upon you all. An army of goblins to the north with claim to the treasure is coming." And here come the fucking goblins. They're riding on wolves, whatever, fucking fine. Then immediate flip of alliances is like, "Oh, true elf king, you should help us." And the elf is like, "Of course, your people are brothers to mine." And the humans are like, "Man, I just don't like goblins. Fuck it, let's do this." So that all goes down, and now there's 4 armies. But wait, through 90% of the day, they've killed quite a lot of goblins, but they're still being overpowered, and they're like, "Oh no, we're hopeless. Let's fight to the last." I didn't get cream with my soy latte, as per the human. And then Gandalf is just like, "What ho, bitches? I realize I don't have a single scrape on my body because I'm the wizard, but eagles and shit." And then here come the fucking eagles. Who just fly down, pick people up, pull them up into the air, and just fucking drop them. Keep in mind, when these goblins are getting picked up, they're doing nothing to prevent their fate. They have pole arms. They could just stab the fucking eagle, but nope.
They have, like, weapons to, like, stab the eagles, but no.
They have weapons. They have archers. Nobody's touching the eagles.
Plot armor.
So a shit ton more people die, including all of the goblins. Thorin ends up yeeting himself off of existence. And at the end of this, he puts the one ring on a box on the mantle. When I say box, you may be thinking an actual fucking box. No, it's like a globe thing from fucking Beauty and the Beast.
You know, like that glass thing, but they have the rose in Beauty and the Beast? Yeah, he literally have it in that.
Oh my god, yeah, let me just put this on display like a trophy right here. I conquered having this thing, and this
Let me just put this on top of the fireplace.
Let me just
put this
right here, right there. Sure as shit, nothing will come in and try and take this ring from me.
So that was the second movie we watched. Now you may be thinking, what could we possibly top that with? Well, first, let's get our review. What was your review? What would you say your review would be for The Hobbit?
A 1 to 5. I want to say like a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5 out of 5. I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5 too. It's a worthwhile watch.
Yeah.
Just go and approach it with it's a fantasy adventure. It's not as near the books as the newer movies are, and the newer movies still aren't anywhere near that.
Always keep like a fresh, open mind about like an old version of the movie. It may not be like this day and age movie, but still though, everything in that supposed to be scary. Like, this is like back in the day, like what, in the 1960s or 50s?
Yeah, just expect anything from a 1900s movie.
Yeah, this one was 77, so, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Expect quality for 1977.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're gonna mix a combination of cartoon with somewhat CGI, with real people in it.
Like,
and we're trying to make the people look like they fit into the show by changing the color palette.
And actually making monsters like actual monsters that you'll be legit scared of, like tall-ass, scary-ass spiders.
Oh my god.
Kaleidoscope.
You know what this
kaleidoscope vision.
You know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of later on the other movies, like the Lord of the Rings movies thing is with ones
with Frodo in them.
One with Frodo.
Frodo, yeah. Do you remember what they did for the orcs and the Uruk-hai, where it was just like the regular people all in costumes, and they gave them these fucking beady red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all they did was that and like they even did that for some of the human soldiers, where they were just like we're too lazy to fucking animate people, so let's put people in costumes and start our film and shit. Hey, dude, we got a bunch of arrows flying over the world. Fall over. Okay. Aye!
Pretty much.
So, I think one of the more interesting things about this, and it's going to give me a little bit of hassle to do this, so cut me some slack, oh people of the world, while I do this and pull this up, because, it takes a minute to do it. Grab this, shrink that down to here,
Okay.
pull this up, shrink. Oh my god,
I can't
behave.
feel my fingers.
Well, that's a bad thing. You should probably stop drinking. All
I
right.
have stopped drinking.
Okay, let's shrink this down for everybody. And then, oh my god, fucking buttons. I hate dealing with random, like, buttons and shit. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it over my face because fuck it. Can't put it over Zoe's face because that would be terrible for me to do.
No.
All right, so as I'm playing this, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about the goblins in this. Like, the goblins in this actual fucking show are horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even hard to see why they are not a fun thing to watch. This is what made me scared of goblins when I was little.
Understandable.
Was these fucking monsters?
Because
the wall's just now opening. In this, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Because here's where the rocks are falling, and you can see the usual Bunk and Ross animation going on here as the horses are going down. Here it goes in, and then there's the dwarves, who again are more nose than face.
It's like all the proportion of the face, just nose.
Yeah,
and
mostly
beard.
nose.
What were their
Mainly
inspiration? Do they shoot this in Israel?
Oh god. Alright, here's the goblins right fucking here. Like, these things are terrifying in comparison to the goblins from the actual Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking actual monsters. Like, you'd be scared to see these things. Even though they're not much taller than the dwarves.
Mind you, only 2 people have like weapons. All the other doors are like
completely unequipped.
Not with equipped. Completely unequipped.
They're totally unequipped.
Do these guys have 2 throats?
Yes, they have 2 throats.
Yeah.
And then the Goblin King. The Goblin King is even more fucked up looking.
King.
He's got like a face horn.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But like that's what
Roll
I'm fucking
for
talking
fortitude.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you go with like what the orcs look like. Because this was from the Lord of the Rings version of this, because there was a sequel. And here's what the orcs looked like. They are just the goblins, but like fucking mutated weirdly. Like,
God.
They're just slightly different, and they're still terrifying to look at. Like, imagine a group of these motherfuckers headed towards you.
These guys need some sun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure they would just burn up in the light right there.
Yeah,
yeah.
The original species did. Like, that was their deal.
This is how, like, true D&D is supposed to be, like, what actual goblins...
Oh, yeah, no, goblins are supposed to be fucking terrifying. They're monster people.
Especially with Golem? Oh my gosh.
Golem was
I thought Goblin
amazing.
Slayer had bad goblins.
No, man.
Raping,
No, man.
Raping it. And just torment. And those motherfuckers, they look like a...
These guys are fucked up.
Kind of goblins.
Let me show you what fucking Gollum looked like in this shit. Here we go.
Oh my god, I remember Gollum from this bullshit. This was a...
Yeah, that's what Gollum looked like. Like, there's a hard line difference between the fucking Gollum of the other and this Gollum.
I want to say, like, the live-action one, and then there's this one.
Yeah, like, he clearly...
This son of a gun looks like a freaking salamander.
Right?
Yeah, he's clearly monstrous. Like, that's the thing. So much of these that fucking fail is they
I
don't
know.
look monstrous in the movie, and that's just depressing in a way. Like, monstrous creatures are so rare.
I mean, you gotta give it to like the new school cinema and stuff like that, where they actually can blend and a cross between like human and
Mhm.
monster, because like that honestly is creepy, because like we get this idea that these people used to be like us, but it through some like horrible motive or some transformation, and they just started like deteriorating it.
Yeah.
And then you could see the deterioration. You would feel that stuff.
Yeah, you
Of
can
like,
tell a monster from not a monster, and it's because of
Right.
that fearful and frightful appearance. Hello to Pros in the
yeah.
chat who has decided to
Hi,
join us.
Pros.
Hello, Pros.
But yeah, that's basically my gripes against The Hobbit. Does anybody else want to add anything?
Oh gosh, just besides Gandalf just
Like,
being the mouth. Just besides Gandalf, like, oh look at the time, look at the time. I gotta go. My wife is calling me. Bye.
I can hear the barista calling for my order.
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know if it's just by my remembrance or because I'm actually going from a logical standpoint, but I remember seeing this movie before, and one of the things that caught me off guard was like the pacing for this movie. Yeah, I don't know why, but like it felt like so like pieced together. Like
Yeah, it's
like
because they skip over a lot
Bill,
of the stuff in the book,
the
and
details.
even the Hobbit movie does that, because you never see
Yeah.
Tom Bombadil.
I mean, honestly, when will we ever see a movie that it keeps all the details from a fucking book?
Oh, you
Like
You won't.
whoever
you won't.
whoever will, if we ever see that, if we ever have a director that is that devoted to a book and or
That's gonna be like
they're
an
basing
8
it
hours
on.
movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a 10-hour movie.
I will binge watch that movie.
Well, that's why you
on
end up
that
with these
and
movies
give
in parts, is because the
Yeah.
story's too long to do it in one. But
yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
be
Like
right
you
back.
need to piece it together.
I'm gonna be on for just a second. Go ahead and finish your point. I'm gonna go see if I can get the Tom Bombadil expert, the producer, in here to help.
Gosh.
Yeah, okay. So I mean,
Yep.
that's exactly what he said. It's like you have to separate these things into parts, because like everything in a book is way too big. Like recently, when I came back from when I was in when I was going back to North Carolina, not back to North Carolina, I was going to North Carolina. Picked up the fucking Witcher book right here.
Oh
You
god,
probably heard me slap it right here on my.
don't worry. The Witcher
hand.
book is that's a good book. I played
Yeah,
the game.
I picked up the first volume of it, Blood of Elves.
Oh
Right
yeah.
here. And this shit is packed.
Yeah.
Packed with stuff. Like seriously, if the Witcher series continued on
Right.
with like one whole season just based off of Blood and Elves, the fucking episode would look like the fucking season would look like a thing of One Piece.
Right.
Like 50 freaking episodes.
So no, 100
across.
episodes. You gotta watch out for fillers, though. You gotta make sure you don't have any filler episodes.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for fillers. I mean, with how big The Witcher is, there's no filling anything.
Yeah, no. But how big like The Witcher book
if you go
is?
through every freaking chapter in this thing, like let me just point this out about this book. This book. Let me just go into it. To get to chapter 2, you go through 55 fucking pages of the book, and that's not it. And that's not including like the introduction and everything.
Oh, let's say minus. It's like minus the introduction and everything and the prologue.
Actually, hold on. Let's actually count the introduction where it's like starting from
like
title where it's like Blood and Elves.
Yeah, like title from like until you get to chapter 1.
Yeah, like I definitely recommend anybody who's a fan of The Witcher read the books.
Oh, I haven't even gotten a chance to read the books. I've been playing the games. I've been playing like a lot of the games lately.
Well, I honestly just well, I'm kind of a noob to a lot of it, a lot of like nerdy things going
No
on around. Like
worries.
honestly, honestly, yeah, I have just created my own. Well, not just like within like 2 months, I've actually created my first D&D character.
Oh?
And because I was bored, because I was going down to North Carolina, you know you're bored in this time of age when you actually decide to go to a bookstore and buy a
Yeah.
freaking book.
Yeah.
So I picked up Blood and Elves, and I definitely say because I was so bored on that second plane to North Carolina because the motherfuckers don't know what a modern day plane is like.
Okay.
Take
Oh,
over
gosh.
there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like
Here is
I can
the
definitely say buy the book.
Vinn. Thank you.
What?
Here is the producer. She's going to briefly explain a character that was completely left out of both movies. Tom Bombadil. All right, here you go.
Okay. Oh my god, I got shit on me.
Oh, and we're live. Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I need your
Hello.
expertise.
All right. I mean,
Hello, Tom Bombadil.
okay. Well, I'm not Tom Bombadil. I'm sometimes known as Bridge or Dwarf in the thing. Wait, is that Kit?
No, that's
Oh, that's
Vinn.
Vin.
Oh
Okay.
no!
For a
Oh,
second,
wait,
the way you
wait,
laughed, I
wait,
thought
wait.
it was Kit.
I know
I
you.
apologize.
He's drinking.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
I remember you. I remember you. You're what was his name? What was his name?
Bridge building heathen,
Bridge?
also known as Dwarf. In the
They're in the server,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I run the meme chat in
Yeah,
that server.
exactly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So
Oh,
I
somewhat.
am not a Lord of the Rings expert, but I guess he thinks I am because I'm in a dorky Lord of the Rings guild. So
It's a glitch.
Bombadil.
yes, okay. Tom Bombadil is, I mean, the shortest version is just to say he's basically the Green Man. Like if you're familiar with the Green Man in British mythology and folklore, he's the Green Man. He's basically like the masculine side of nature incarnate, I guess you could say.
Oh gosh.
It's kind of hard to pinpoint what he is because he's not the same thing as
Gandalf.
no, not Gandalf. Gandalf's a wizard, but he's also something else. That's something else. There's a word for it in the Token Mythos. I've read the Silmarillion, but I have damage to the temporal lobe center of my brain, so I don't always remember these nouns.
No, it's fine.
But the term for the people who created the elves, who were the sub people of the Einar. Yeah, there you go. Like he's not one of them, and he's not whatever Gandalf is. He's kind of his own thing that's connected to the land. Much like the Ents, he isn't mentioned in the Silmarillion's creation story. He's just kind of this like masculine equivalent to Mother Nature, I guess you could say.
That's an effective enough description of it.
And you know, he's very sing-songy and like even though he takes threats seriously, it's one of those things where like punching him is like punching a rock.
God.
You mean like me right now?
It wouldn't have been the best solution, but there have been several discussions in token forums of why couldn't they have just solved the problem of the ring by literally burying it beneath the floor of his house and just having him sit on it. And it's like, well, because something would eventually go under or around or through that, and Tom Bombadil is such a personification.
Wearing it as the crown.
Like the world could literally burn, and Tom Bombadil would be like the last living creature, just going around and just sitting there staring at Sauron, being like, "Okay, now what are we going to do? Play chess?"
All right. Thank you for your
we're
description
gonna
of
walk
Tom
on this one.
Bombadil. Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you, Bridge.
Thanks.
He dresses
Well,
like a garden.
Now I actually have a voice to put up to the face.
Yeah. But there you go.
It's
That's
because
Tom Bombadil.
I remember her talking it. Well, I remember they texting her like a while back, and I remember both of us actually found out what both of us looked like.
Ah, yes.
Oh, wait. I actually did it, like, vocally talk.
Yes, you have spoken
Oh,
to the
by the way,
producer before.
if I start, like, mumbling, sounding when I'm speaking, I mean, if I start to sound like I'm mumbling when I'm speaking, it's because I broke into my Johnny Walker Black Label.
Okay. Well, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're at
Calm
49
down the
minutes.
drink.
So let's go
Calm
with
down on the drinks.
the next thing.
Sorry.
What was the last movie we had watched before?
Boondock
We
Saints?
watched Boondock Saints.
Oh, shit.
I'm sure we can just give a review of Boondock Saints. We don't need to explain
Yeah.
that one. That movie's in the
Nah.
cultural zeitgeist at this point.
I actually like Boondock Saints.
See?
I started watching it after watching Hellsing Abridged.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Like, that's the stereotype.
So what did you
And
think
I mentioned
of the
so much
story of the McManus brothers, Zoe?
I liked it. After, like, again, it's like warning, you don't want to see this movie. There's a whole lot of Jesus-y, timey-wimey stuff here and there. If your brain can, like, get past that...
I'm Christian, so I'm used to that.
I'm Christian as well, so I still pass by all that.
Anyway, if
But
you get past
anyway,
the Jesus, it's
all
a good
that
story.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah. And
Plus, it
finally,
takes all
I mean,
place in St.
seriously,
Patty
don't
Day.
let religious
It does.
determination in.
so
From
the last one we didn't get all the way through because it was showtime, was Ernest Scared Stupid. We watched this movie because it was stupid,
Yep.
and
It's doing my job for me. It's roasting itself.
as a brief synopsis, milk kills trolls. There you go.
He's lactose intolerant.
So, out of all the movies that we watched, all the movies we've seen so far, for this particular one, which would you suggest to the viewers that would be the best movie to watch?
of all of them. I mean, if you want a good laugh, honestly, the way you described it,
The
I
Court
definitely would suggest, like, The Jester.
Jester.
Yeah, the court jester. You want to have a good time
Jester.
with friends and roasting on a movie. The court jester definitely one
Like,
of them.
this is, like, just like me right now, where, that sounds like a movie that you would want to watch drunk. Just so you'd be laughing your ass off at every...
If you're not
Yeah.
drunk, it's still a funny movie.
It's a good movie.
But
Yeah, it's like a dollar store Monty Python right
God.
there.
Fair enough.
Dollar store Monty.
So what's your suggestion, Zoe?
If you want to have a fun laugh, then I would definitely see the court jester again.
Oh, yeah, accidentally broke my cherry brandy.
The big pick of this party seems to be the court jester. So, for those of you who are currently in the chat, which is like not a lot of people because I'm not exactly the most popular YouTuber in the world, if you have any questions for anybody here, we have me, Vinn, and of course Zoe. Please feel free to ask them in the chat as we go through Something Weird This Way Comes. So, same as the last time that we had played, it's any sort of question about weirdness. Like, as long as it's not, what did you have for breakfast today? It's going to be perfectly fine to ask. The following part of this stream is registered TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Is advised.
Nice.
So, we will start with Zoe, because you have participated in this little game before, so we can use you as a good guess.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
From the chat, Quill asks, did the king of the village people make their national war dance the YMCA? Young man, there's a place you can go. I said young man.
YMCA. Oh, God. That question literally threw me for a fucking loop. I'm sorry. Can you please repeat it again?
Did the King of the Village people make their national war dance the YMCA?
No, I wish they did.
It would have been great.
It would have been amazing.
It would have been fun to stay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
YMCA. It's supposed to say the YMCA.
Okay.
Alright, so you can ask any of the other panelists a question.
Is it Harmony
Oh, my
Kingdom?
God,
Yes, it
okay.
is.
Hold on a sec. I actually need to put in.
Who
Please
is
drink.
Vinn?
Who am I?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the.
Oh God.
In
I'm
relation
the
to the
edgiest son of a gun in here.
in the relation to the show, back before when I ran a different stream, I was contracted to read large swaths of fan fiction for pay, and the person who did so was Vinn. He is the largest and longest contributor to my work. He's very valued, and he's also drunk. And yes, he is the edgiest hedgehog in the OC fandom.
Are you drinking
Hedgehog.
water, by Vim? Please tell me yes.
Right now, no. But thank you for reminding me, Anna.
Please drink water. Oh my God.
All right, Zoe, ask
I'm
a question
I'm
before we
legitimately
run out
on
of
my
time.
6th bottle.
Please drink water.
I know you've got one. Something.
Here's the water bottle.
Awesome.
I'm gonna get my 7th.
Oh gosh, what the fucking ask? This is too much. What is your favorite movie that we've seen all so far?
Oh, the one that I liked the most?
Yeah.
I personally really do love The Court Jester, but it's not my favorite. My favorite out of all of them was the 1977 version of The Hobbit. I got a lot of my morality from that, and a lot of how I view the world as a person from, like, the general consensus of how Bilbo thinks that small comforts are enough to survive on. You don't need, like, fucking a mountain of gold. You just need enough to get by, and then maybe some creature comforts.
I just question that. What the hell is wrong with dragons and hoarding gold?
It's just a special thing.
Well, he's a red dragon. The red dragons are supposed to be prideful and a whole bunch of hoard. Isn't that right, Sterling?
Oof. Sterling's a silver.
She still have a whole bunch of hoard.
I mean, yeah, she does. It's really just a dragon thing.
It's just a dragon thing.
It's a
the dragon. It's mainly
birds.
just more pride. It's mainly just a pride thing with them.
Tolkien had a thing for crows, and crows do that shit, so it was just a layover from what crows do.
7th bottle of water.
Thank you.
Okay. Vid, do you have any questions for anybody here?
You
can ask anybody one question.
Oh
God.
Well, right now the only question I would actually ask is, will this be a recurring thing when
What? Will you be able to come on again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to come on.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, this stream happens once a week, as long as there's, like, an opening and people to do the stream, then yeah. I've considered doing it daily, but I don't have the capacity to do it daily.
Yeah,
I don't have the brain to handle it. Mainly, I don't have the people.
I mean, I'm definitely available anytime after 4, or especially on the weekends because I don't have work.
Well, depending on how things start going, and if we can maybe start getting a decent following, and maybe some funding together to get, like, avatars for people. Because right now, these ones that we have, except for the chicken...
Say funding?
Yeah, funding is what we need the most of.
The more the mainly just funding.
Right now, the avatars that we're using, the Diego and the Zoe avatars, were done by Zoe herself. They're actually really well done. Even our thumbnail image was done by.
Oh God,
Zoe, what's your PayPal? I want you
a whole bunch of art.
draw my.
If you
Yeah, send me your PayPal. I want you to draw me.
Oh God.
uh
I don't know if I'm taking commissions. I really don't know if I want to take commissions or not, but I am thinking about it.
Right now, just take it with a grain of salt right now.
Don't worry.
You're hearing this from some guy who is currently
way too
three
drunk.
shots.
Don't. Yeah, I kind
Three
of
shots of
figured.
one cucumber cooler in, 3 shots of schnapps in, and 3 shots of scotch in.
All right. Well,
And
Vin
who can't feel his fucking lips and fingers.
Vin, when you're sober, you can yeet funding at me, and I will pick up an avatar for you as well. Just send me a reference image. Okay, so we'll find somebody to do it, even if Zoe doesn't want to do it. But if Zoe wants to do it, we'll have Zoe do it, because like the stuff that she does is always really interesting. And I do.
I mean, if you want a reference image, just take my screen.
Your
my,
avatar image. Yeah, no, I know which one you're gonna
my
want
avatar
of. I just need that in a bigger thing.
Hang on. I actually think I got something else.
Okay, you send me whatever you need. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Shinanicast. Oh my God. This has been Shinanicast. I've of course been Diego, and we've got Zoe with us, and Vin, bringer of chaos. And if you're still hanging around, and if you're still here at the end of the show, please feel free to check in the server, because we may continue watching the rest of Ernest Scares Stupid in there, or we might watch something else depending on what the consensus is at the time. I have been your host, and of course, our lovely co-host Zoe has also been here to give us some help. And of course, our guest Vin, who is currently a chicken with a tie, because he's our placeholder image. I'm not even shitting you with that. You're currently showing up as a chicken with a tie.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
For those of you who may be curious, our placeholder image is straight up a chicken with a tie. If you're watching on the show, it will eventually.
His name is
there it is.
Clucky Cluckerson.
What was the name we gave it?
Clucky Cluckerson the Third Esquire.
Lord Clucky Cluckerson the Third Esquire. Jesus Christ. Anyway. If you ever live in a way where you think it's crazy, just remember, we're all going to be crazy together. So let's get our shenanigans on. I'd like to check you guys all next time. If you have any ideas for merchandise, or you want us to start putting out merchandise, just leave a like on the video. If we do get a reasonable amount of them, then I'll start producing some merchandise together with what stuff we have in order for us to maybe start making a profit from the show.
I was thinking of like some Q&As for like the characters.
Yeah, if you want to see some Q&As, just head to the server and drop us a question. I think we have a place for that in this server.
We do have a Q&A like chat in there.
Go in here.
It's all the way down.
Yeah, okay. Under show stuff, we do have a Q&A area. So you're free to ask any questions you want. We won't necessarily answer all of them because committing to doing that is a bad thing.
I try to. Trust me. I have a chat and I try to answer all of the questions they have for me, but even I can't get to some of them.
Let us know in the comment section.
Ask away.
Let us know in the comment section if you like these smaller groups rather than the full cast. And I will do my best to accommodate. Also, put together which pairs you think will be interesting. And if you ever want to be a part of the Shinanicast, you'll have to join the Discord. But after you join the Discord, in a simple vetting process, you might be able to get on the show. Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. Any outgoing messages, folks?
Be home, stay safe, drink responsibly, and drink water.
Drink responsibly, Vinn. Good night, motherfuckers.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe, stay sharp, and stay on your toes, because as you never know when I might show behind you.
Nothing personal,
No.
kid. Ending the stream now.